everyone. Good evening. Welcome to Live Out Loud Wednesdays. Tonight's discussion is upcoming events. We're talking about things that we got going on and everything that's up and coming. Eb, why don't you tell us what is next month?
Next month is October. That is our sisterhood, second annual sisterhood brunch. Second, which means number
Second.
two, annual. So this means this is the second time we get to have this exciting, beautiful event. Last year's event was all white in attire. This year is orange. For me, when I think orange, I think burnt orange, but just come nicely dressed and looking nice and ready to um, engage in some fun sisterhood activities. So, yeah, that's what next month has to offer. It is on the 12th of October at 3 p.m., 3 to 6. And we have a lot of fun things planned, as well as some fellowship time and connecting and getting to know each other. So I'm excited for that.
Devin, you got
I'm
some things you
excited
want
for
to put
that.
out there?
Yeah, no, I'm excited for it also. We had so much fun at the last Whiteout Sisterhood brunch. We had a good turnout. The ladies enjoyed their time. I can't wait to see everybody in their orange, whatever shade of orange you decide to wear. Just make sure it looks good on you and it makes you feel good. So I'm just excited about that and us having it at a different venue. Tell them how they can get tickets and reserve their spot because we are limited with spaces.
Veronica, can you let them know how they can get their tickets?
Yep, you can purchase tickets on Eventbrite. If you just go to Women Empowered MN, you'll see the event. Or you can purchase tickets through Cash App as well. I don't know our Cash App. Sorry. Eb, please help with the Cash App.
Listen, we'll make sure that that information is shared, because I, Blake.
Look, we
Let me
are
see
horrible
what
at
it
this.
is. Hold on. Let's see.
I think it's
I,
Women
I,
Empowered.
I think I got it.
No, I changed it though.
Did you?
Oh,
Oh, see,
wow.
Yep.
totally not my fault.
Oh, well, then never mind.
I don't have it then if you changed it.
Anyway, anyhow, you have the Eventbrite, and we also have Cash App, and we'll get that information for you before we end this podcast.
What else do we have up and coming, y'all?
Maybe we should talk about just a little bit about um, what we've been doing.
What's the services we're about to start rolling out next month?
Yeah, what we've
Mhm.
been working on. How about that?
Yeah. The one-on-one interactive online services. So a lot
In
of women,
person, online per in
yeah, a lot of
person.
women don't necessarily want to open up, when we're in groups. And I think that one-on-one platform will allow women to be able to express themselves a little bit further and get the feedback that they want without maybe being interrupted by someone else's opinion, things like that. So we're offering that one-on-one service to, provide that feedback to anyone who is, looking for that. So more to come with that. That is starting October. So we will get the platform to be set up for those appointments to be scheduled. It will be scheduled. So it won't be anything that we, just can have ladies pop in, pop out, things like that. It'll be a scheduled and one-on-one appointment.
It will be scheduled through our email. Eb, do you want to give our email address since you're going to be handling that?
Yes, it is Women Empowered. Oh my gosh.
MN at
MN
Gmail.
at gmail.com. Sorry. I'm trying to make sure I get the address for the Cash App info. So I am here, but I'm working on that. So yeah.
All right, then we have our cocos and combos coming up, and we are going to be doing our cocos and combos. Our first one that we're going to be doing is going to be on Divorced in Black. Um, when is that going to be, Devin? You're muted.
Can you hear me now?
I can
Yes.
hear you.
Okay. First Cocos and Combos. I think we should do that on the not this Sunday, but the next Sunday. Or are we going to do it the last Sunday, the 29th, 22nd or 29th? We're all going to agree now.
29th is good.
I like
29th?
that.
Okay.
Yep.
So the first Cocos and Combos that we will be back at it again will be on 9/29, and it will be for the movie Divorce
Divorced in Black.
in Black. So get y'all comments ready. If you have not seen that movie yet, you got plenty of time to watch that movie. It is definitely a good movie, and I have so many comments about it. So I'm excited for that.
It is really good.
What else do we got? Want to talk about
You're,
the
you're breaking up.
We're restarting the Monday night support groups for women. We're restarting that. So I'm excited to get back to those on Monday nights. I know a lot of ladies mentioned that they need that and that they missed that. So we are going to be starting that back on Monday, the 23rd.
Veronica, you froze, so we didn't hear what you were saying.
No, you're still frozen. Am I frozen?
No,
no.
I'm frozen on my end.
How about now?
you're good. Oh,
That
now
is
you went out.
crazy. The devil is alive. We're gonna get this out here without any interruptions.
Right
Did we change our email address?
now.
Did I do it wrong?
Yeah,
No, I didn't. Let me see.
you put women empowered mn@.com.
Where did she go? She gone?
Oh, my bad. Hold on.
Yeah, we lost her.
She'll be back.
Yeah. And I don't know if I could take that off of there. Let's see. Can I hide that?
She'll be back.
She is asking us to put this in the comments.
Yep, I put that in there. Oh, I put it in the private chat.
You put it in
Duh.
there.
Sorry, y'all. We're getting all the little kinks out. We haven't been on a live podcast in forever. So please bear with us. We do want y'all to know we want to get everybody up to date with everything that's going on. So we're having a little bit of technical issues and memory issues.
Can you hear me now? Can you
Mm-hmm.
hear me now?
Yes,
Yeah.
but you're like, it could be me. On my end, you look like,
I look perfect.
you look like computer love.
I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with this thing.
We were fine before we went live.
It's the devil. It's the devil.
I said it. I said the devil is a lie. Let's just talk about everything we talked about again, just in case people are joining in now. We want to make sure we get the information out there. I am adding the Eventbrite to the chat. So our up and coming event is our second annual Sisterhood Brunch. We are excited to see all of you lovely ladies in your whatever shade of orange you are going to wear. Last year we did all white and we looked phenomenal. So I
Yeah,
am hoping that whatever orange you put it on and you stretch your stuff, and we see you down there because it's going to be exciting. We had a good time last year. This year, we're anticipating, the same turnout, and we just want everybody to come out, have a good time, and commune with all of the ladies.
we laughed, we cried, we had amazing times.
We
Yes, we
had some
did.
prophesying, some ministering, some music, good food,
Yeah.
connecting, new
We played
relationships
games.
built, play games, all of that
Yes.
stuff. I think when people think of coming to events like this, a lot of times there may be like pauses in the thought process because people always feel like there's always some kind of ulterior motive when there's a room full of women together. But the experience that we have when we do these events and the workshops and things like that is something completely different. It's not any of that. It's a beautiful experience. So
Things
we
just happen like it, and it it's amazing on just how people just get together just to be there to support one another, and how it just ends up just happening on its own. Like people just connect and are able to join together and be there for one another and uplift one each other, love on each other, and do amazing things.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's also one of those things like you just had to be there to experience it. Because you can easily say, I don't know what this is about. What are they doing there? You will never know unless you come. And everyone who has joined us for any type of event, any type of interactive workshop, has always smiled more than they smiled, laughed more than they laughed, and cried tears of relief
Joy. Yes.
and joy. Because it's really those moments like when we get together. You could see somebody online and think that you know a person, and me, I'm always posting funny stuff, so you really don't know the type of person I am in person, but I'm a really loving person. All of us, we want to help. We're always open arms to no judgment, give you advice, give you resources, be available. So that's all we ever bring to anything, just love and support and um, all of the above. So that's all we, just want everybody to understand anything we ever do um, has no ulterior motive. We're just doing it from the heart. We all were placed together for a bigger purpose than, anything we ever even thought of from the beginning. So that's just what we're excited to do. Love on y'all if you let us.
Not knowing where it's going to go or how it's going to turn out, with no expectations of anything.
And if you're not feeling comfortable coming by yourself, bring someone. We always welcome other people to come. If you're not a part of Women Empowered, you don't have to be. You could just be someone that want to see what it's all about. But I think that what's most important is just the connection and the support, because sometimes the people around you don't understand where you're at in life. Like you may be elevating or you may be going through something where you don't even want people around you to know. You can always just come there with us. It's a neutral space, and somebody's been through what you're going through or something like what you're going through. So I just want to encourage you all to come and check it out. We have interactive workshops as well that we do on a monthly, which we also create spaces for ladies to just come in and just talk about different topics. We have them in different locations across the metro area so we can reach different communities. So we're welcoming you all to just look out for those when we have those, and those are free of charge. So we're basically like a community advocacy organization. That's what we're about. We're about advocating for one another, advocating for ourselves, supporting one another through healing, praying for each other. Um, you know, we all have different gifts and different skills and different talents, and so when we all come together, that's how we best operate, using each other, leaning on each other, and building off of each other. So I just really, really, really want to see you all at the event, or if not, hit us up with the support line or the support group. We have prayer line. um, yeah, we're just all around just trying to help, and even if you just see one of us that you think you connect with more than the other, inbox us. We're welcoming, we're friendly. Shoot us an inbox. We're totally fine with that. So yeah, that's just what I wanted to add to what Miss Devin had so beautifully put. We're just here to love on people. Like we know how it feels out here, and we've hurt each other enough in life. So it's like, let's start healing and let's start loving, and it trickles down. That's what breaks the generational curses. Once we can start loving on ourselves, then we can start loving on each other. Then we can start properly loving our families and our children. So,
Yes.
um, that's our goal, I believe. Part of our goal, because we got a lot to do. We got work to do, as Eb say.
Building up each other.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
Next
another thing.
month,
Oh,
sorry, next month is October. So we want to also um, keep in mind that the podcast in October, I should probably ask questions. Are we going there or are we not going there this year? We're going there. We definitely going there. I sat there. Let me tell you something. I watched our podcast from last year for Domestic Violence Month. There were some powerful women sharing powerful testimonies, powerful stories um, on those October podcasts last month or last year.
Mhm.
And to see the growth in all of those women that even came on and shared um, is beautiful, is amazing. I'll use Nikki for example. This morning in prayer line, Nikki was able to come on and to help a new member of Women Empowered and empower that woman that were trying to help her through her journey. When this time last year, she was at the front end, the beginning of the mess that she was dealing with, and it's just so freeing to sit back and just watch the growth and the development that has taken place in so many of these women that have went through so many things. So I definitely think that we want to keep our focus on having the podcast for October,
Mhm.
opening up to have guests on who have experienced domestic violence, who want to share their stories, because it is important. If you want to talk about it, we need to provide a space for you to talk about it. And so that is what we're going to make sure that we do for all podcasts for the month of October.
I
I
agree
love
with
it.
that. I think when I first met Nikki, she was very fragile. And to see how far she has came is an amazing thing. Um, she is a very beautiful woman, and man, I'm so happy and proud of her.
Yes, we all are.
Hmm.
She's grown so much.
She has.
We love you,
How do you
Nikki.
how do you guys think you've grown in a year? When you look back at this time last year, what about you as leaders and women who are leaders of Women Empowered? How has the year? What's different about you this year? What's great and different, or just different? I'm not even going to put a spin on what it should be. What's different this year for you than it was last year at this time?
Hmm.
I can go.
I'm last.
You put that out there quick. I'm last. Okay, you would ask a question like that, but for me, it's a lot of things. But I think one of the main things is just my way of thinking in terms of being so fixated or having this fixed way of thinking. I found something that works for me, which is my faith, which is my spirituality. And I believe that I was fixated strictly on that. Like, this is just what it is. Every answer to any question is coming from this place. And I think over the last year, what I really learned is that it can be this and it can be that. It does not have to be all of this. And it really helped me to be a better woman and a better person because it helps me connect better with myself and with people as well. Sometimes I think what I got in the habit of doing is relying on an understanding of something, and when that didn't make sense, I started to feel like I was failing. Like, okay, it doesn't match what this says because this is how it's been said that I should do according to my faith. But this is where my life is at, and this is what feels good, and this is what it feels like I should be doing right now. I had a lot of conflict with that. But when I was able to actually open my mind and not really stay fixated, I really believe that's when I tapped into my spirituality, actually. I
Mm.
think a part of me was just very, very religious, and I was fixated on that. So that's changed for me. Um,
I want to
and
hug you. I just
oh,
want to hug you.
Yeah, I love that.
yeah, it was needed. It didn't come in a way that I expected it to come. I don't even think it came in a way that I actually welcomed it to come. But when it came, I realized, like, even in the great book, the Bible, everything is just not black and white. There's times where you do things because it feels good to your spirit and it's the right thing to do. So that helped me. I think also just grace, having grace with people. um because I can
Mhm.
think like, well, I did it, you can do it too. No excuses. um but I've been dealing with things, and things have broken me in ways that I didn't have that fire to just do it like that. So it helps me to look at other people and be like, I understand this is hard for you. You don't have to figure it all out right now. You don't have to figure it all out this week or this month or this year, right? Just giving people grace to grow and not expecting them to meet a certain mark because it was easy for me to meet that mark. Because where it may be easy for me to do something this way, there's a challenge that comes for me that's not so easy to meet. So just extending that grace to people. I don't know, 365 days don't seem like a long time, but I'm gonna tell you, 365 days really changed me a lot. It changed my perception on people. Like, people are just people. We put too much faith in people, and that was one of my things. Thinking that people were more than what they are, besides people, as we all are. It's not to say that they're not nothing. It's just to say that I think I put people on pedestals when I shouldn't have. And that only led me to being hurt by having a high expectation of people to make think they were going to perform like they were not human beings. Learning how to forgive without an apology. I mean, man, the list can go on and on and on. But for the most part, that's what I have.
I gave you my speech on that, though.
You did.
I
and,
gave you my speech on that.
and you did.
People,
And I,
people not hurting you, and they not using you, and they not
yeah,
abusing you.
yeah, very true. Very true. No, and I appreciate that. And I love you for that because that's absolutely right.
I love you too. Look at Devin hurried up and logged off real quick so she didn't have to go next, but I was okay with going next. um, this past year has taught me that it is okay to be in my soft girl era. It is okay to take off my armor and to be a woman, and to live in my now. It is okay to be vulnerable. It is okay to 100% be Davina, no matter what. That I don't have to be strong. I don't have to be tough. I don't have to show up and know it all. I don't have to perceive to be anything other than who it is that I am for anybody and everything in this world. And for those people that don't like it, or they can't handle it, then they can just get the heck on. Um, and that it's okay to cut people loose. That I don't have to have everybody in my life, and that is how I determine where people sit in my life is for the people that can't handle and or take me without my armor. The people that I have to put my armor on for shouldn't have front row seats to me. The people that I have to protect myself from shouldn't be that close to me. And that is what this past year has taught me. And I have learned that, and I have started to understand that, and I have started to live according to that. And I'm starting to appreciate life a lot more for that. Um, I'm starting to get back to who it is that I am, and I'm starting to learn who it is that I am and who it is that I want to be. And it's a beautiful thing. Um, I don't know. I find myself crying a whole lot more. I've been an extreme emotional creature. And so I find out that that's okay. And I'm all right with it. But I don't want to be strong anymore. I don't want to have to feel like I have to have it all together and that I can do and take on any and everything. It's okay for me not to be able to do it or not to be able to have it all, you know? So that's what it's taught me.
I love that. I'm in my self care era too, and I love that for us because we've been strong for so long, fighting back tears because you feel like
Hmm.
you don't have the right to cry, or I don't have time to cry because I
Or
got
to
the
even
world.
ask for help. Like, you
Yeah,
know how hard it is to ask for help? Like, to be able to say, like, I need some help. Like, no, I
right.
got it. I got it. Knowing
Yeah,
damn well I don't got it. I got a dresser on my back. I got it. I'm gonna carry the stove too.
with
Like,
the
no.
refrigerator.
Like, can you carry the stove while I got the dresser? Like,
And then, you know what I think that comes from is from us previously needing help and being
and
disappointed.
ain't never getting it. Yep.
Yep. And so then we grew into our womanhood, being independent women. That's like, I'm not asking nobody for nothing.
Because we're
But
so disappointed of all the letdowns. And I've realized that not ever having a man in my life, a real man in my life, has brought me to feel like I had to act like a man.
Mm.
And the minute a real man showed up in my life, I didn't know how to move over and stop acting like a man. And it's like, I'm going to lose this man because I can't stop acting in that role. And it was like, holy smokes, hold on, let me tone this down and stop doing my role and his role because I'm in fear of losing him. But I don't know how to tone that down or pipe down and I had to start to learn how to just be a woman. Like, then it's like, okay, but I don't have those tools. Like, how do I do that? Like, what does that even look like? And I had to realize what that even looked like. Like, it's okay to allow you to open the door. Like, it's okay to let you drop me off here and for me to get out the car here instead of saying, like, just go on and park. I can walk in the rain. I don't need no damn umbrella. Like, I'm not made of sugar. Like, I got all 10 bags of groceries. Like, let's go. Why you don't got nothing but the keys in your hands? Um, and I didn't realize, like, me saying, like, I have 4 kids, like, was a problem. And I had to say, like, I guess that came from I never had a man. Like, I had children. And I'm sorry that those were choices that I made and those were the kind of guys that I picked, but um I'm sorry. Moving forward, I'll be aware of my actions and I'll start trying to correct those. And so now I'm working on correcting all of those behaviors that all of my years I taught myself, and realizing that that was my armor that I built and the behaviors that I built for myself because of I didn't have that in my life. And I'm starting to like and love the woman. Like, oh, like, yeah, you're going to do that for me? You want to cut my steak? Okay, like, go ahead. Instead of before, it was like, I got that. Like, what are you doing?
I love all of that.
I ain't a baby. You don't got to cut my meat. Like,
You can hold my hand. Neither I know how to cross the street. I don't too.
like before I was like a little offended, and now it's like, oh, that's actually cute. Like, hold on, wait a minute. Like, you're not babying me, like you're ladying me.
Okay.
Like, yeah, hold on, come back. Like, let's do that over. Like, redo. I didn't mean to get upset about that. So I like it. And so for the women out there that don't understand that, like, it's actually a beautiful thing. So if a guy is trying to actually treat you, rethink that of what that even really looks like. Um, for all of us that had to hold it down and have our armor walking around here thinking, I'm independent and I don't need nobody to do anything for me. I understand that. But to be able to allow somebody the space and the opportunity to help you out, to assist you, to do something for you, it's not a bad thing either. So take that and run with it because it's a beautiful thing. You came just in time, Devin. It's your
Can
turn.
y'all hear me?
We can hear you.
Can you? Okay.
I'm getting
I
you
heard
some
y'all because I was
Christmas.
listening to it, so I can definitely jump in and jump in.
I'm getting you
But
Wi-Fi for
I am
Christmas.
in my man. I need something because no, that's not okay. It literally kept reloading. But anyways, um, I'm not in my soft girl era. I'm more in my um standing on business in my grown woman era, if that
I
makes
like
sense. So it's like I literally am preparing myself to be 40 next year. I'm understanding that, I have a 20-year-old daughter, as well as a newborn, and just embracing all of that in one. Because it's a lot. It is definitely a lot. But I am understanding that I'm capable of handling all of that plus some,
that. Yes,
because
you are.
nothing is put on my plate that I cannot handle. So
And you have an amazing support system.
She went out again.
She can still hear us.
I will pitch in on Devin's Wi-Fi for Christmas.
We're gonna get her one of those mega boosters,
Yes.
one of those big old school boxes. All right, Em, you go in Devin's place. What have you learned this past year?
Um, I'm definitely gonna say I'm in my soft slash peaceful era. Um, peaceable, soft era. Like I'm trusting in God to lead me through things that I used to always have to be in control of. Learning to understand and appreciate that I can't always control everything that's happening around me, but it is my responsibility to find peace in the things that are happening around me. So if I can't control it, I used to stress out about it or lose my mind about it or just feel like the world is crashing. And I no longer, I don't know if it's because I'm getting older. I just don't view eyes through or eyes. I don't just don't view life through those pair of eyes anymore. Like I see things very differently. This time last year, from this time last year, I was in a real dark place. Um, I was in a real dark place, a place that I didn't even see myself coming out of. Um, I felt like everything around me at that time was going to define everything that was going to happen in my life going forward. You couldn't have told me that 365 days ago today I would be sitting here and I would be in this space. Like it's
I
a
told you you was.
it's a space I don't even recognize, but I like it. I'm gonna be 44 years old, man, and that's 1 year from 45. And in my mind, I just turned 40. So it's like I remember like my 40th birthday vividly through the pandemic. Like I just turned 40 years old. And so in these 4 years, a lot has transpired. Um, but I'm definitely in my soft, peaceable era. Like nothing, I'm not too bothered by anything. And if it's something that's bothering me, I let it go. I don't feel the need to like discuss it like for long periods of time. I just handle it and move past it. Staying ahead of what's in front of me versus looking so far back is another thing that I can say is different for me. My child graduating from high school and, being in college right now and just she's an adult legally now, like so many things that I have so many questions about this time last year, just they're things, they don't exist. Like, my marriage, my husband made promises to me and he's kept those promises, and been who I know him to be through everything that he had gone through or went through. It's a very different place. I feel like I'm living in a very soft, calm, peaceful place. And it gives me peace and it helps me to know that through all the chaos and the junk, I can help other people. I've been helping people for years, even through my own chaos and junk, but like, and who's to say? I mean, tomorrow I could have chaos and junk. We all go through different things in a different area, but to know that I've surpassed that level of thinking crap, junk, fear, right? Because I was scared of what was gonna happen with Leah, the fear of the unknown is like different for me. Like I don't have that same fear of things. I don't know. It's just I feel more peaceful, at peace, and I no longer feel like I got shot in the face and I'm bleeding. Like I feel like I don't even feel like that ever happened. But I do feel like I definitely got wounded, and those wounds are like they started to heal, and I'm actually able to see them healed now. I focus on drinking my water, my shea butter for my skin, taking care of me and mine. I don't worry about nobody else, what they got going on, unless it applies to people that need help in this business. Of course, that's a different level, but you know what I mean. And yeah, that's where it's at for me. So
Yeah, I got you.
I love that because I remember when you felt like you were shot in the face, and that's 365 days ago. And look at you today. And I just love that for you. I love the growth. I love the peace because it was hectic. Like, you so strong, right? And that's what people always tell you, like, you're so strong, but they don't know those moments like that when you like, man, it's like this ain't even a piece of me. Like I have been torn to shreds, and you continue to push and help other people in the midst of you being torn to shreds. So I just admire you for that, and I just want you to know that. And I'm glad that you're in front of it now and no longer behind it.
Mm-hmm.
thank you.
That's sweet.
I could second piggyback off of that and say, Eb is one of the strongest people I know that doesn't even know she's so strong. One
Mm-hmm.
of the strongest. We
And you
do.
kept your
We
faith.
all see it and we all love you and we all know you are the strongest.
You are.
For real.
You're a writer.
You are.
You kept your faith through it all. You
Yep.
weathered that storm like there was no tomorrow.
Yep.
You rode it like you had the ultimate umbrella, and there was no stopping you.
Do y'all remember the day? Because I can get vulnerable on here, and I don't. That's what we do. Do you remember the day? I don't know if Juanita called y'all and told y'all I
Hmm.
was contemplating killing myself. Do y'all
Hmm.
Yep.
remember?
And we all got on the phone and we sat there.
Yep.
That to me seems so foreign and thought today, and that's like 300 and some days ago because it seems so foreign to me and thought. I feel so when I hear people and they say that they're in their lowest place or in their darkest space, I feel like I actually know what that feels like, but then like I'm so grateful, right? Because you have to be strong to be able to have those feelings. There's one thing when people say they feel like that, right? And there's another thing when people actually, like me, I didn't call y'all and tell y'all and was trying to, get attention for it or nothing. She happened to catch me. We were talking and I was just like, look, this is where I'm at. I can't do this thing that they call life anymore, right? I can't do it. And that moment, that's how I felt. And to be able to look back at that, and in my mind now I can't even put place that person with who I am today. So we can grow through and come through anything that we're faced, like
Mhm.
even the darkest moment in your life, like we can come through that. And that's the importance of what it is that we're doing here as women empowered, like empowering one another. If I wouldn't have, if she wasn't a part of Women Empowered, she wouldn't have known to go to y'all. Like, you know what I mean? Like, who knows what headspace I would have been in? And so that's why I posed the question. No, Devin, you want to finish what you were saying about yours, but we just when I asked the question, a year's time, it doesn't feel like it's a long time, but it is definitely a long time, and a lot is different. Even for the sisterhood brunch, a lot is going to be different with even how we conduct it, run it, the new women, the different women that come and that are a part, and where they are in their lives, the women that were there last year and where they are in their lives this year. Everything is a lot can happen in that time frame. And I'm
Mhm.
telling y'all, like it was a ride, y'all know, and I'm grateful for everything that was said. And, I'm grateful for our position in this world and where we have come together to align to do God's work. So thank you.
You're welcome.
I said the faith of a mustard seed is really all it takes, honestly, because if you really think about it, if that day wouldn't have happened, you wouldn't be here being able to have that as your testimony. So just look at that as, this is something that I had to go through. I grew through it, and I'm here today to be able to speak to that, to be able to help the next person who is going through that. That's how I look at all of the things I went through. I mean, there's a lot of things I wish I'd never experienced, right? Nobody wants to have bad things happen, but that is just life. And when we realize afterwards, man, I didn't even think I was going to be able to get through that, you see how strong you really are. Because a lot of us don't think we can endure and get over these things because it's like, this is the worst thing that's ever happened to me. But it's like, this is life. You never know that the hand that you're going to be dealt, what tomorrow might bring. So you had to stay strong. Just know that God has a plan, and what is supposed to happen is going to happen, and then be ready for whatever's supposed to happen after that, because you'll get past it. Them dark days, they might not seem like you're going to get through it, but you will. And whoever is watching this, if you're going through a dark time right now, we're here. We're available. Don't ever think that you're bothering any of us, because you're not.
And you're not alone.
Not alone at all. We've all been through dark times where we felt like there was no one would understand. Nobody's ever went through this. And that's not true.
Yeah.
We might not necessarily know exactly what you're going through at this very moment, but I'm pretty sure one of us has had some type of experience that you are going through right now. So please reach out if you do need us. We're here to help, give resources, be a voice, be an ear just to listen if you just want to talk. You might not even want any advice. You might just want someone to talk to. That is what we're here for too. So don't feel like you don't want to reach out because what would this person do anyways? We could probably do a lot for you, but you would never know if you don't reach out. Um, so yeah, I don't know where I cut off when I was saying what I went through last year. What I had to switch devices and I yeah.
You're
Anyway,
saying you're saying you're a new mom.
yes. So I have a new little baby. So yes, I have an infant and a 20-year-old, and just finding my space in between that. What does that mean for Devin and understanding me as a woman? Because I feel like after we go through all of these changes and having a baby, you're rediscovering yourself again. So, and then I'll have that next milestone of being 40 in May. So just finding where I fit in between and what my road is and sticking to that. Not trying to pivot and, do anything anyone else wants me to do. I'm doing what makes Devin happy. And that is it. I'm no longer, looking to appease anyone other than me, because it's me against everything at this point. Me and my happiness. So that's all. I'm just, trying to find who I am as that woman of these four children, who I am as that woman of this, the fourth person of this business. All of that in one. Kind of gets confusing sometimes, because we're learning. This is all new, especially when you're trying to figure out where you fit into stuff. Sometimes you're like, okay, so I've been doing it this way for so long and it ain't working. So what's next? So just figuring out what's the next for me, and loving that, loving me, loving everything that I have within, my body, my mind, all of the above. So just staying above water, getting little to no sleep, but I'm okay. I'm all right. I'm drinking caffeine.
No,
Drinking caffeine. No, I am. I have been drinking coffee. That is my drink of choice now. Is a coffee,
it has always been your drink of
a
choice. You started me on coffee.
cold brew coffee.
Devin bought me my first coffee machine.
Did I really?
Do you remember
Oh my
that
God.
after I had Jaden
Wow.
over on Edmond? Remember you were like, we should get a coffee maker.
Oh yeah. Wow. I forgot about that.
I love that we are so like uncensored and real, right? We didn't have like 9,000 bloopers on this thing today. So,
It's us.
such
Yeah.
is life, right? Because
Yep.
you got to be your authentic self. Like, you just do,
Mm-hmm.
you
And I
know?
That's
think
what
it's
sets us apart.
important. No,
Yeah,
I
that
think
is
it's
very
important.
important.
We live in a fake world.
Yep.
Everybody hiding behind fakeness. So I
Yes.
think it's
We
really
don't
the
need to be fake.
you
No.
don't like the whole space for people to just be real, to just be
Mm-hmm.
Right.
who God made you to be, instead of having a filter or ooh let's start over or ooh let's cut that
Because
part.
I said, y'all want to
It's
start over? Y'all want to start?
it's
And then I was
organic.
like,
Yeah.
no, we're not
Right?
starting over.
I
We're
think I
No.
good.
think that is what we need to promote is realness. Like
Yes. Seriously.
how
Because
how
Yeah,
nothing is
not
fake
to
perfection
be
is
better.
not a thing. But this is
how
the world
not
we
to
live
be
in where
social
everybody
media
treat they got to
ready.
be perfect, right? People
Right.
will
Exactly.
spend all this money to try to fix themselves to be perfect, and you still not gonna be perfect. So I
Not gonna
appreciate
be.
spaces where I can be my authentic self. I can make mistakes. I
Yeah.
cannot be funny. I can be funny with corny jokes. Like I could just be me, right?
Yes.
And
And that
love
is
women and
and,
not
and it
hate
is
on
going
other
to be
women.
okay.
Yeah,
And it's going
like
to be
that.
acceptable. It's going to be
Exactly.
loved on.
Yeah.
Do you know
Man,
we used to live like that?
yes.
Trying to be perfect.
No, well, no. We used to live in a world where we were just okay with being ourselves.
Oh yeah.
We were
Yeah.
Before all
we
of
were
this, and
unfiltered.
yeah,
Yeah.
everything was just, we was okay being ourselves. We would take the little film to the store and get it developed at Snyder's or whatever, and it'd be silly film, or we would just walk this earth and not have a camera in our face and not
Wow.
have somebody doing a live every
Snyder.
2 minutes. Man, that's what we did though. And
Snyder's drugs.
they talk about how authentic and wonderful the 90s era was, and this, that, or the other. And when we really look back at it, it really was a good place to be growing up. We grew up in a really good
Yeah.
place,
We did.
and so I just,
Could you
I mean, I
imagine?
love
Could
that
you
we can
imagine
do
if we
that.
could take? Could you imagine if we could take our children there?
Man.
If that
They
was a
wouldn't want to
place,
be there because they wouldn't even know how to
My
embrace
daughter is
it.
there.
Right.
She
could
lives
you
there.
imagine if that was a place and we could take our children there to visit?
They'd be
Yeah.
like, what the hell?
They
That
don't
would
want
be
to come
like the
back.
best
They would
place
hate it
ever.
there. No, I think my kids would hate it there.
I think a
Because
lot of
they-
the kids would hate it
Because
there.
there wasn't computers and cell phones there.
Dial up. We had dial up.
Yeah, there was
AOL.
computers, but yeah, there was.
You've got mail. You've got
You
mail.
remember Oregon Trail on a computer? You played on
You
the
couldn't be
Yeah.
on the computer and the house phone at the same time. Like,
Yes.
Yep. The
That's why I was
landline.
like, even with this podcast, I'm like, yes, we sit here, we came with the title. Yes, that's great. Yeah, we had some stuff happen in the beginning of it. Yeah, Devin was off for a minute. Like, but I just really was sitting here like 365 days ago, I would have probably been like, oh my God, we should probably do this over. Oh my God, this is not good. We need to not even have this one be a part of the thing. For what?
Yeah.
Ooh,
What? That's what I'm saying. I'm just kind of like, I'm chilling. Like I'm just
This is us.
we have always been perfectly imperfect.
yes.
You muted, Veronica.
Who?
Veronica's
and
muted.
perfect.
Oh.
This is real life though. That's what I said.
Yes.
It's
Oh,
real
yeah.
life. Life is just not this perfect picture, right? It's erase, draw, white out,
Yeah.
pen, marker,
Remember
pencil,
whiteout?
right?
Yes.
Yeah. It's
Have
like
all
it's
them
not
big
perfect.
white lines.
You spend more time trying to perfect something than you do just enjoying life. You know what I mean? I think
Yep.
that's what we miss. Like, oh, this ain't right. Let me try it again. Let me try it again. Until I get it perfect. And you spend your whole life trying to make something perfect that was never meant to be perfect. We are flawed people. We were made to be flawed. It's like embrace it, love it, and just live. But my kids were not surviving in the 90s at all. Ain't no cell phones.
And
Right.
that is going to be our new slogan. Embrace our imperfections.
Yeah, I love
Ooh, I like that. Where's my pen? I like that. That's good. That's real good.
that is real good. I'm thinking about some other stuff too with that. That's good though. I like that.
Yeah.
The perfect man, the perfect woman, the perfect.
It does
Ain't
not
none of
exist.
that. None of
It
it
do not
exists.
exist.
I'll be ready to take his head off in here. He be leaving stuff on my counter.
No, you remember
And,
when
and I'm gonna tell y'all, I got this fetish with
Miss
Q-tips,
it.
right? And so you gonna always probably find a Q-tip in my bed. He can't freaking stand me for it.
You're always cleaning your ears.
Because I'm always cleaning my ears. And
Always.
He
She's
can't
like-
stand. He's like, why is this in my bed? And I'll be like, I'm sorry. So anytime I'll be like, why? And I'll be taking pictures and stuff, screenshotting to him. Why is this tray in the middle of here? Why is this? Why is this on the counter?
He's like, why do you think your ears are so dirty?
Right. But then, y'all you see some photographs, you see, whatever. Oh, they did. Yeah, we cute couple, all that, but I'll be ready to wring his neck in here too. Just like I'm sure he'd be ready to wring mine too. So, that's just what it is. My daughter is beautiful and she's got that beautiful face, but I'll be ready to choke slam her sometimes. Ooh, you get the picture. But no, I don't know. I just don't feel all like, I don't know. It's something's different. Something's clicked differently over the last probably less than 365 days. Cause we still had to go through and grow through some things during the year, but yeah.
I think it's better
this year. For the rest of this year, I'm working on nothing but love.
Aw, beautiful.
No matter what.
I hope the majority of it is loving yourself.
Yeah.
Right. Like I'm dismissing all angry, all things that are going to upset me and make me angry and hurt my feelings. So if you hurt my feelings, make me angry or upset me, I'm just exiting from it because I'm having nothing but love.
Mm,
I like
yeah,
it.
I like that. I love that.
I'm doing
Not
it.
even
I'm
going
doing
to
that too.
allow, I'm going to not even allow you to. So you will see me look at you, smile, and tell you I love you, and I'm going to be gone. Bye. Like
All
throw some
right,
shit
just
at
walk
you.
away. Just
Yeah,
walk
I'm
away.
just gonna walk away.
Goodbye.
You just won't.
Good
You're not even
riddance.
gonna be in my presence anymore. Bye. I'm
Like
just gonna disappear.
just
You're gonna
walk.
be like, what
Just
in the hell is wrong with her?
pick your purse up. Mm.
Bye. I'm just gonna be.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna be gone. But it's gonna be so peaceful. You're gonna be like, there's something wrong with her. She needs to check in. No,
Right.
I'm not even gonna entertain it. Like
Like, did she
because
tell somebody she was leaving? No.
because I'm realizing I have a choice.
Hmm.
Yes.
I have a choice in how I react and how I entertain you.
Yes.
And how I entertain you now is going to be peaceful. And how I react is going to be peaceful. But I'm going to exit in those situations.
As
I'm just
should.
going to walk away. Like, because I'm not with it. I'm
No.
just, it's going to be
Same.
loving and peaceful. And anything that is not loving and peaceful, I got to go.
I love that. We can create our own heaven on earth, and that's what that was for.
Yes.
You
Yeah.
don't have to welcome people and their chaos and their drama.
Mm-hmm.
And, people are not going to always meet our expectations, but we have a choice. Like you
Mm-hmm.
said, we could either entertain it or we could create the environment that we want to be in. Those type of people don't have to be part of your world. So I love it. Stand on it.
There's only three and a
I'm
half more
taking a
months
page out
left.
your book.
There's only 3.5 more months. So I'm going to try it. Like, that's not a long time. So I'm going to see if it works. If it works, then I'm going to extend that time. But I just want to, I want to be happy.
It's gonna work. You want to know why it's gonna work? Because you are putting yourself first.
Hmm.
Anything you do to put yourself first, have your best interest in it, is always gonna work. And I think that's the biggest thing we had to realize. Just listening to everything we were just saying. That's a majority of the reason why people have issues, whether it be relationships, friendships, family, whatever the case may be, because we're not putting ourselves first.
Hmm.
If we put ourselves first in a lot of the situations, we would never be hurt by people
Right.
because we know how we want to be treated. We know what we deserve. We will not allow anything in our realm that does not fall within those categories. So it's like, oh, nope, I see you're not treating me well. I'm gone. Oh, nope,
Yes.
this conversation does not serve me. I'm now no
Yeah.
longer speaking about it. Oh, nope, this job is not, healthy for me. I am gone.
Bye.
This
Yep.
everything. And I think that's what people need to do more is focus on yourself, your self-love, what you deserve, and then everything else falls underneath that.
And that's what I'm going to start just demanding. So then if you contact me and be like, what the heck, Davina? I'm going to be like, I didn't feel happy, loved, and I'm not talking to people that I don't feel happy and loved around. So if you
And
can't
other people should
feel,
be able to cut that there and be done with it and not even try to push you to have a conversation about it because you've already stated your place. You've already said, this is why I'm doing this, this is where I'm at. So to try to convince you to have a conversation that's going
right.
to put you past it, in that,
So
dead.
if
You
you
want me
can't
to walk
make me
away
feel
from you,
happy
Miss
and loved,
Debbie?
then I can't be a part of
Yep,
your life.
yep. And
And
if you got a
that's the end
question
of the
about it,
conversation. So if
I'm
you want
walking
to be a
away
part
from
of my
you.
life, that this is just what it is. And
Yep.
so that's the only way that you can be a part of my life is making me happy or loved. Like those are the only
That's
two entries into my life.
that's all. That's it. That's like I was telling y'all on Saturday, like about said situations. Like I'm not listen. If it don't serve me, I'm not about to sit around and play phony and play fake with it. I cannot do that. It is not in me to do that. I do not. I already have resting bitch face. I am not about to sit here and pretend to be in spaces that I really don't want to be in because I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to be fake with you. So the best thing for me to do is to respectfully remove myself from situations that are not serving me. and so I won't be a part of those things anymore. And that's just not. I don't. I won't live my life like that. And so I get it if a person decide they want to walk away mid sentence if it ain't clicking. And I'm not about to be the one trying to follow you to find out why you walked away mid sentence, because I'm understanding that you have boundaries and peace inside yourself that you need to protect. So we need to be able to learn how to respect people. We need to do an interactive workshop about that.
Yeah.
Seriously, is like even like some role plays or something where people can come in and I think I did one, we did a role play, but we role playing how to actually stand on your boundaries, like how
Yeah.
to actually do it, and
I agree with that.
and it's needed because people don't know how to do that. It's almost like practicing for a play, and it's really sad because we've been conditioned for so long to be this way, and
And
so
and to be broken down,
yeah,
to give in.
yeah.
And that's not cool.
I'm proud of you for that because I feel like that for you definitely is a majorly needed
Hmm.
goal to accomplish.
I'm over giving away so many emotionally hurtful and angry
Yes.
tears. I know that I always tell you guys it's okay to give away your tears, but I feel like I've given away too many angry and hurtful tears, and I'm ready to only give away my joyful tears, my happy tears. I need to change those dynamics, and I need to um, take back my power.
Take
Um, I am an extremely powerful individual, and I know that. And I need to take my power back because, like I said, I am so ready to be submissive, and part of that is, in order for me to be there, I have to be a happy person, inside and out. I can't be angry and hurtful and then be like, I'm ready to be submissive. Because no, you say the wrong thing to me on the wrong goddamn day. It's gonna be one. That stuff gonna be right out the door. You'll be like, what happened to your submissiveness? That was yesterday. Today is a new day. um,
I love you and I love y'all for that. We went over our time, but that's okay.
we
But
did.
We did, but that's okay. Ain't
it was
nothing gonna be
needed.
cookie cutter.
No, not
We
at
No,
all.
got this.
and that's okay because life is not cookie cutter. Nothing is perfect, and that's fine. We're gonna make mistakes along the way, but we are gonna make sure we hold ourselves accountable for any mistakes we make at any time. So, I mean, this is a growing, learning, loving position we're in. So, yes, give
Where
ourselves
is
grace, but also give each other grace.
where
Uh,
is Miss V at?
She's
yes,
there. So buy some tickets. Eventbrite. Buy some
yes.
tickets. Get your
Tell them
orange
what it is
on.
again if they just now looking at it.
Get your tickets for the Sisterhood Brunch, the second annual Women
What's the
Power
date?
Sisterhood Brunch. Date is October 12th from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. Get your tickets. We'll mention it again next week on next week's podcast, which is going to be titled Real Love. Maybe. Anyway,
I like that.
something just said lead into a fresh podcast with that. So real love,
I
but
like
whatever
that.
that is, we ain't gonna put no spin on it. We're not gonna say if it's relationships, friendships with your parents, whatever. Just real love, you know.
I like that.
So if you're interested in being a guest, let us know, all that good stuff. But real love. If not, we'll get on here and do it ourselves. But yeah, we it's time to get back cracking on the podcasts and stuff.
It is.
Also, what I wanted to say before we go is I want anyone who watches our recordings, our lives, give us feedback in the
Yeah.
comments, message us, email us, let us know what you like, what you see, if you don't like something, so we can tweak and fix things that we go along the way. If you have a podcast idea, if you want to be on a podcast, let us know. If you wanted to have your business showcased, if you want to come on a Cocos and Convos, there's so many things that we, can fix and you can be a part of. If you want to be a part of an interactive workshop, there's just so many opportunities. So, and we are willing to work with other businesses as well. So, feel free to reach out to us about anything. We are back in business, baby. So not saying we went anywhere, but we back full force. So podcasts will be back on. Workshops will be back on. You will see us
Hot
back in the
Seat
community.
Saturdays,
Yep.
business showcases, things
Yep,
like
everything. We there. So if there's any events you want to invite us to, please let us know as well. We're more than welcome to attend things that are up and coming also. So hopefully we will see y'all at the next second annual sisterhood brunch in your orange, whether that's burnt orange, bright orange, whatever type of orange you're gonna be in. I hope it looks amazing and we see you there ready to engage with the other ladies. The
October
Eventbrite
12th.
is in the comments. Yep, October 12th. The Eventbrite is in the comments.
if you want to be a
Also,
vendor,
yes, if you would like to be a vendor, we
message
still
us.
have 5 spots. So our email is at the bottom. You can email us. You can inbox us. Let us know if you would like to be a vendor. $50 for women empowered members, $75 for non-members, which just means if you're just not on our pages, not active with us, it would be a $75 charge, but $50 for the actual members. So yes, let us know if you have questions. We are thankful for you all attending. If you watch the live, if you're watching the recording, but we back, baby. We'll let y'all go. Prayer line is every evening. So if anyone wants to join us, feel free to jump in the prayer line because the ladies are always willing to answer that if there is someone available. And in the mornings, they have, their schedule. So that will be posted in the Women Empowered page, which is the specific, and I can't even think of the page name right now. Women Empowered group.
Yeah.
Yes, which is different than the page. So, yes, they will have the schedule posted in that. But yes, we will let y'all go before we start blurting out more things that we need to. We love y'all. We are thankful for y'all giving us grace, and we will see y'all next time. See y'all next week.
Yep. Next week. Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.